Hey guys, how are you going? It is Ingrid here, and today we're going to be doing the end of the year book tag because the end is approaching. I'm not ready for this year to finish, but at the same time it will be good to start like a new reading year. So let's get into the questions. The first question is if there's any books that you started this year that you need to finish, and yes, a lot. Like probably 10. I'm not gonna lie, I probably won't finish them all. But I will just mention two of the ones that I really think I will finish. The first one of that being Circe by Madeline Miller. I am currently on page 119 and it's around 300 pages. And the reason why I put this down is because I was listening to the audiobook and then I had to return it to the library, so I'm just waiting to get it back. So hopefully that will happen this year and I'll finish it. This is a retelling of the Greek mythology person named Circe. I had not heard of her prior to starting this. Really enjoying it so far. Hopefully we'll finish it. And then the other one is a beast of a book, and that is The Diviners. This has, I think, over 600 pages. Or this copy has less than 600, but it's a big book. And I'm currently 200 pages into it. I put it down because November started, and so I started Believeathon. But I will be continuing this and hoping to finish this bad boy up before the end of the year. If you have not heard about this, it's a dark occult fantasy set in the 1920s, and we follow Evie that has some occult powers, and then murders happen and she has to help trying to figure out what happened. The next question is if there's any autumnal books to make you transition into winter, and honestly it's basically winter here already, but the one book that I didn't get to when it was fall, so I'm going to be reading it relatively soon, is Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. This is a graphic novel that I've heard is really cute. It's about these two friends that work in a pumpkin patch, I think is what it's called. Don't have that where I live, but it's basically a place where you get pumpkins, I'm assuming. I went to one when I lived in America, so I kind of know what it is, but not really. Anyway, we follow these two friends and it's their last year working together there, so it's just going to be a cute contemporary, I think. And I didn't get to it in October, so I'm hoping to get to it now in November. Next up is the release that I'm still waiting for, and that would be the sequel to Children of Blood and Bone, called Children of Virtue and Vengeance, something along those lines. And I really liked this, even though I'm gonna wait and see what people think of the second one before picking up myself, because I think if the story goes how I want it to go, it will be good, but if it goes in a direction that I don't like, I might not read it. But that comes out on December 3rd, I think, so I'm still waiting for that. Next up is 3 books that you still want to read this year, and I'm hoping to get to all 3 of them. We'll see. The first one being Frostheart by Jamie Littler. I've spoken about this book a couple times on my channel already. It's the group read for Believeathon, and I haven't gotten to it yet, but November isn't over. I could still do it. And we follow this main character named Ash, and he has some powers, I believe, and then he goes to search for his parents. Don't know that much about it, I just know it's been described as Frozen meets How to Train Your Dragon. Sounds amazing, Gavin loves it. Hoping to get to this one this month. And then I have 2 reads that I'm hoping to get to in the month of December. One of them being Natalie Cox's Not Just... What is the English? I'm trying to translate the title in my head. The original title is Not Just for Christmas. So I got this arc. It's already out in America, but it just released, or in every English-speaking country, I guess. It's out in English anyway. This is the Norwegian translated version. So I got it at my job. I work at a bookstore. It's Christmassy. I want to read it now because it's Christmas time. And it's about this woman that needs to be dog sitting, and then she ends up needing to go to the vet, and then the veterinarian is a handsome man, and romance. So I'm really excited for this. I don't usually read like Christmassy books, but when I saw this at work and it had dogs in it, I just needed to. And then the last one I'm hoping to get to is Louise Penny's A Fatal Grace. This one is the sequel to Still Life, and it's a murder mystery where we follow Armand Gamache. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Wow. But we follow him and his team, and they trying to solve murders. And so this murders happened the day after Christmas, so it's set around Christmas time. And I did start this earlier, and I loved the first 30 pages. And I've been kind of saving it because I knew that it was happening around Christmas. So I'm excited to read this one this year. And then there's next question, which is there a book that you think can still shock you and become your favorite of the year? And honestly, no. But if I was gonna have a prediction, then it would have to be one of these 3 books. But I'm not gonna count my December reads for my top reads because I have so much stuff to do in December anyway. So this one probably won't be, because it won't be read until December. So either Frostheart or The Diviner is what I would put money on. That would still surprise me. And then the last question is if you've started making reading plans for 2020, and yes, a lot. There might be something really cool happening, maybe. Depends on if my sister and I can pull it off. But I have definitely started thinking about things, and as well as certain books that I want to get read next year. Like Crooked Kingdom, I really need to just get to it. So I do definitely have started, that's not how you say that. I have definitely started thinking about my reading plans for next year. So that was it for this video, and everything is linked in the description, my social media, the books I talked about. The questions, if you want to do this tag, they will also be down in the description. We're coming to the end of the video, end of the year. I'm doing Bookmas next month, so be sure to subscribe so that you won't miss that. And I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye!